Hello everybody. So this coming Wednesday, I have an opportunity to go and talk to some folk at Wimborne Minster about what we do and about they called it aspects of spirituality. So why do we seek to get alongside the poor or those who are struggling? Well, yesterday, as a prelim to that, I was out with some university friends in Oxford, and we did something we'd never done before. Don't panic, it's not that bad. Though it's a bit interesting. We bought a lottery ticket for the first time ever. Now, unsurprisingly, I didn't win, but it was a little reminder that the reason I got into actually seeking to the church to get out into the community to speak hope into people's lives was that when I was in Hull, there was a place called the Quadrant, and on a Monday morning, you'd go down the street and there'd be ripped up lottery tickets just strolling across the street, because that was the only hope that people had of getting out of that situation. And I want to tell that story in Wimborne on Wednesday, because it is a reminder that so many people around don't have a way of getting out. And actually, it's a good reminder also of how, what we want to do is just help equip churches to go and do their stuff. That's part of why FaithWorks is around. So it was really nice last week to have a meeting with the guys at Citygate and the guys at Lansdowne Church to talk about actually how could we help them, the people on the door on a Sunday and the people at reception. What information do they need to have? What sort of equipment do they need to have when they meet people who maybe are struggling, who are coming to the church to look for help? Well, churches should be the places you're going to get a bit of help. Which also leads on in a really good segue to talking about STAR and FaithWorks recovery. So Emma and I have been chatting, and as you may know, I don't know whether you do, STAR is the national recovery work that Emma is starting, which is, STAR stands for Steps to Active Recovery. And it's not just about addiction, actually. This is about other ways, maybe mental health or any sort of crisis. But actually, the process of STAR is to help churches and local Christian organisations get equipped for not just running a course, though it is good that there's a new STAR Life course, and that's got about 90 people on it, which is amazing. But actually, that when the course ends, people are ready to keep walking alongside individuals within those church situations or within a Christian situation. So what we've agreed from a FaithWorks point of view is, the FaithWorks recovery work Emma and Charlie have been doing has been amazing in terms of recovery walks, recovery days, those one-to-ones with people, those cheese toasties, just chatting and giving people a sense of community and a sense of place. Well, we've agreed that FaithWorks Recovery will be the STAR community for this area. So it's a bit like a franchise, a bit like Hope into Action and those houses. You've got the STAR, which is the national thing, which is equipping organisations. And then the local organisation or local franchise would be us. So we'd be the STAR community for Bournemouth and Poole and Christchurch, which is very exciting. And it helps to give us a real focus to what our FaithWorks recovery work is all about. So that will mean that gives us a chance to train not just the people in the churches around the area, but it will train all of us who want to get trained up on STAR and all the elements that gives us. It'll mean that we can have agreements with other churches around the area who want to get more into this. So Coastline Vineyard obviously being one example of where they're running the STAR Life course, and that gives us a chance to formally work with them. And it means that Emma will now be working 3 days a week for FaithWorks Recovery, and she's going to do the rest of her week is going to be working for STAR on a more national basis. So when you see her going off, as she's been recently to Northern Ireland to work with churches out there, that's what she's going to be doing. And I'm a trustee of STAR, so I'm sort of putting across both things. And Karen, who's the chair of FaithWorks, she's also been working, as you know, with Emma on getting all their sort of details and their marketing stuff and the details of the new course done as well. So you've got a lot of people in those two organisations working together so that we can bring hope to those who are in addiction, and not just, as I say, in one-off type of things, but walking the journey. Which is a bit of a reminder actually this week that we've got the interviews for the support worker role, which will be partly recovery and partly working with the trainees, taking on from Jo what she's amazingly done with them up to this point. So lots of good stuff going on in that whole recovery area for us, and we'll tell you more as it becomes clear. So as a one at the final point, I should say, or indeed I should sing, we've got some more money, lovely money from the Prince's Trust. It was one of those letters that Sarah Jane sends on a bit of a spec, but it's brought another grand in to the recovery work. More and more opportunities are coming from that money. Rob is going to JP Morgan this week to have a special chat with the guys there tootie if they want to give us some big or more funding. I'm sure you could do better than that, but Julia, it was Julia's suggestion that I sing some ABBA this week. So how are you getting on with this month's wellbeing thing, which is to sing? Well, I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're breathing, and I hope you're getting out into the sunlight like today. And yeah, have a good week. We keep trusting God, don't we, for all the things that we need, whether it be money, whether it be people, whether it be just sorting out situations that people are going through. So if you're struggling at the moment, keep trusting. And if you're not well at the moment, because 1 or 2 people have COVID, then keep trusting with that as well. Thanks, everybody. Talk soon.